think it might be happening. They're hovering it.
Nah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be the Vel'Koz.
Okay,
it's gotta be the Vel'Koz. Perfect.
Vel'Koz ends up getting, maybe look for a dive instead because they have Quid in close proximity. This is a little risky.
I don't know how much they want this. There's the flash. They're looking for aiming now, who does move himself out of the way. He should be taken down, but Clid very close to getting stunned, and Kuro late on the teleport, so they're going to lose even more. Like 1,000,000 Cloud Souls all day. It was just awful.
It was super, super rough for teams that were maybe looking to really just end the game outright with the Soul Captor. This time around, Gen.G to try to dive. Rascal up here on this top turret, so we'll see what he can do with the face breaker as well as the body slam.
Well, ulti's going to go wide, as does everything else, as there's the ultimate out of Rascal going to be utilized. Facebreaker comes in so unintelligently, doesn't hit him, but now they're going to try and find it. Flash comes out, Shock Blast is going to pick it up. Cool guys don't look at explosions, but Gen.G will be able to take down the Infernal Drake, and that's going to be the trade for the top outer turret. Yeah, so they're going to get the top outer turret. This Jace is going to get further ahead. You can see Zoan dancing a little bit, just waiting patiently for the next wave. He's there with Bono. They're going to get the first turret of the game. That's going to go over to them, but it's happening at a really early point, and now with Dragon down, Rift. Instead, we're just going to have some posturing going on. And we'll see what KT are thinking about doing here, as they are looking like... And the chains not going to land there from Clid. He's got many of them as ult comes down from Tucson. Now we're trying to turn it. Disintegration Ray is going to land onto Kellen. I loved it. Go for the target that doesn't have the defensive ability, as now Rascal does eventually get the Haymaker. Showstopper comes into towards the backside, but Emperor's Divide does absolutely nothing. And KT have smashed this team fight so far. Tucson actually thought that maybe they were giving up, but Bono decides not to. Shock Blast is huge and so on. Locks down that kill. KT get everything and should be able to get here in amongst 5 people. BDD using his ultimate purely for disengage. And the Jace now 2-0-1. KT an opportunity to go for a fight. Chains of Corruption do land as Clid has to get himself out of there. KT over in. Looking for more as there's the Cosmic Radiance. Emperor's Divide is huge into the backline as the Showstopper comes down as well. Ulti's going to be traded, but it's Soan who gets into the backline and eliminates the Kalista before she can do anything. The Ocean Drake is still fighting, and none of KT have gone down just yet. They'll take the Drake, and now they're looking for more. Clid's going to go down. Soan having one of the best games of his career as he's just going to die. That is going to be just the ultimate caster curse, but that doesn't matter. They are going to get the ace, and KT are dominating this game.
KT are completely choking Gen.G in this game number 1, as the kill score 2-9 right now, as well as the jungle starting to really round out. Not as much Lee Sin and Elise all the time as it used to be. The Sinners they're fading away.
Okay. But there's a big Emperor's Divide. Huge flash right into the backline there as Bono's looking for something. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, but interruption immediately. And Kuro's not going to be able to do anything in this fight. Gen.G have answered back, and they've answered back strong as there's the flash in from Clid. They are not done yet. Soan still very powerful, but Gen.G look like they want to be taking down this turret, and we'll see where they're going to go next with only 2 members alive on KT's side.
BDD with a hero play in the mid lane right now to put Gen.G back on the map. They're going to finally raise the mid-tier 1 turret. And remember, Alice, the top and bottom tier 1 turrets still exist. That is a lot of standing gold that'll eventually get picked up. So the gold score at the top is actually going to be really even. This kind of a 1 team fight bringing the game now to Soul Point.
A little bit on the K-Ram.
Yeah, this is a bit peculiar, the positioning. They might actually just try to say, you know what, hey,
That's a big flanking teleport. Good double knockup does come down as Kuro wants to stay safe, but there's the face breaker once again into the backline. The big sweep onto 3 members as it's Ruler that's fallen down. Clid also going very low. The tanky boys in the backline are really tearing apart Gen.G. BDD now trying to get around, does manage to take down the Varus, goes golden as well, but this is a quadra kill, almost the penta, and it is for Soan. Well deserved for the Jace player, and he will be able to take his team to Baron.
Soan is actually just going to solo the Ocean as it does currently stand, so he's going to pick that up as well as the penta for himself. And that team fight, Rascal had a lot of options that he could have gone for, but he went for one that I think actually hurt his team. more, and it gave KT good positioning. The Vel'Koz was completely unthreatened in that team fight. Jace also able to rain down so much damage inside of that fight as well, and now KT, you can see Gen.G, they're barreling over towards the left-hand side. There's not a whole lot of damage on this Baron. It's taken a lot of time to end up getting a fight over with...
팔이 노플이었던 것 같은데?
Molnor?
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir?
Is that,
Okay.
like, is that
Thor's
hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have, you know, if Valdez was here, he wouldn't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, 3 minutes still on the clock, and still KT have a lot of pressure on them. They have a 7,000 gold lead, but that Ocean Soul is still so important and still something that Gen.G can use as a crutch. And we'll see whether KT can get themselves an advantage to the point where it's going to be impossible for Gen.G to actually move out of their base and attempt to take it. As you can see, the poke is really starting to be a problem, as KT with their 2 Ocean Souls are able to keep themselves healthy and just stay in a phalanx and take...
They raised the bottom inhibitor turret, but that's going to be the lane that Gen.G are always going to be in close proximity to. So this is actually the invert to the Baron for the blue team. And, okay, hold on.
Yeah, it does depend whether Rascal just dies or not, as he does get a Haymaker out eventually. Don't know whether it's going to be enough, though, as there's the flash from Bono. He should be able to lock this one down. And good night, Mr. Top Laner. Rascal, again, it feels like the jitters that were ensuing in their previous series, and it's like, do we lose the game or do we take the Ocean Soul? And the answer is going... This might just be a last-ditch effort to try and stop this Baron, because it's likely that the game is just over before we even get to the next Ocean Drake. In goes Clip.
What?
A little bit early on the blast cone there. There's now Tucson still looking for more. Cosmic Radiance is available. We don't have Chains of Corruption or the Glacial Fissure on KT's side. Bono has his ult back up. Now Kellen going to get knocked up. Fate's Call will be available. He uses it pretty late there, but does soak up a lot of damage. As Rascal can't actually quite find anything there on the backside, as Kuro is going to be still alive here, and BDD is going to fall. Disintegration Ray going to work towards the very end there, but aiming has already fallen. It's 2 for 1 so far, though, and KT still barreling, looking for Rascal, who gets slowed down. Bono still needs to try and catch up. There's the face breaker. Good knockup comes in, as Haymaker's not going to be able to keep him alive for too much longer. And there's the permafrost. Bono goes golden, as now Cliv's trying to fight this one out. Tucson very, very low, but not going to be falling just yet, as now Ruler trying to dance around this fight. Bono back in once again as the Jace grabs the kill. Great knock up there from Kuro. He's going to lock down that kill, and now the ace comes in. It is the double kill for the Vel'Koz, and that will be game for KT.
KT are gonna, I mean, come into this game, and they fought back really well in the early stage to then take over in the mid game. They just outmuscled them in a team fight right there, as Kellen, he ends up respawning. BDD is almost there as well, but the other members from the side of KT have joined the fray. Sunter and a Shrima Shuffle could come up. It might not be... No, it should absolutely be over.
Yep, this is 100% the end of the game. As there's another Disintegration Ray. BDD is going to go into his Zhonya's. The exhaust comes out, but the Birdman is definitely going to die. Emperor's Divide comes in, but the Nexus is already dead, guys, and KT will walk.